We got another one.
What it do? What it do with the motherfucking crew? What it do with y'all boys, man? We back with another stuttering like a bitch, boy. Nah, but we back again with another video. And today I'm making a video about our glass mouse pads worth it. So as you like, for example, I have one right here, my SkyPad 3.0. I forget the size. I think it's like 320 by like 325 by like 350, or it's like 300 by like 320 something. I don't know the fucking millimeters too. Like, I don't know the fucking to be exact, but I'll put it down in the description. And I also have a bigger one. It's not the SkyPad, I'd say it's like its brother, but I'm gonna get into the comparisons. You guys are probably like, what are the pros and the cons about the glass mouse pads? And then I'm gonna start with cons first. I'd say the cons about the glass mouse pad are like, so I wouldn't say that they're loud, but they do have like a scratchy noise to them. It's not unbearable to the point where it's like, all right, this thing's fucking aggravating, I'm not gonna use it. But like, say if you don't edit, like say if you record videos and you don't, you know, put a lot of filters on your microphone or like effects, you're definitely gonna hear, yeah, that one's a little heavy. Hear all this, you're gonna hear me click clacking on the keyboard. And you know, that's like one thing that I don't like to hear in my videos, or one thing that I try to like avoid, because that's just, but it's, I've gotten to the point where it's like, I'm used to hearing the sound, I just want to make sure that sound isn't like in my video. So that's one con. It's not that loud and unbearable, but it has a little noise to it. It's like not a scratchy noise. The second thing I'd say is it's very slippery. That's one thing about the mouse pad. So when it comes to like precision games, I should say, or like games where you have to be direct, so I'd say Valorant, or no, let's take that back. Let's say games like Apex, where it's consistently, where you consistently have to be on the move. You're always looking around. It's like, or Warzone, games like that. You don't want to have time to micro adjust, and you're gonna have to micro adjust at times, but that's one thing you want to try to avoid, because you want to hit as many bullets as possible without missing. That's the whole point of Apex, is to keep like that consistency of hitting all your bullets without missing, and to be able to knock your target. That's why people don't like Apex. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it, but like, you just want to be consistent with your shots. If you can learn how to one clip somebody, which this glass mouse pad is beautiful for, then it's gonna be easy. But the thing about it, it's very slippery. So from, you may have a high sense on cloth, but going to mouse pad, you might be like, whoa, this shit's way too fast, I can't control my hip fires, or like I can't get on my target good enough, because you know, it's just so fucking slippery. Like with the slightest bit of movement just like this, you're probably gonna turn half the, it depends on your sensitivity, but you're gonna, it's gonna, a lot's gonna happen. And that's one thing you want to try to avoid, is like micro adjusting, or just any games where you like want to flick, you don't want to over flick too much. So it's like one of those things, you're gonna have to work with your settings and work with how to control your hand on how to use it, so you can avoid that. But that's another thing that is very slippery. So I'd say the last con would be getting something on it, like a speck of dust, or like, for example, I smoke, as you guys know, so if I get like a speck of dust on this, it makes the most horrid sound. It sounds like something scratching against glass. Mind you, it has like a coating on it, like this, like, I don't know how to, like a matte coating on it. I don't know, it helps with a little bit of resistance. But imagine you get like a speck of dirt on the bottom of your mouse, or like a little bit of ash, or like you're fucking eating some Cheez-Its or crackers or something, and you get a little bit of crumb under that mouse. You're gonna hear the mouse pad and it's not a good, it's not like a bad sound. It's not gonna scratch the mouse pad, but it's like, fuck, something's on it. And that's one thing about it, it's gonna get aggravating. You're probably gonna have to clean it every couple minutes. Like, I literally have to keep a rag near me. The rag's over there, but I literally have to keep a rag nearby just to wipe this thing off every couple hours, because you're eventually gonna get something on it, and it's glass. Like with a cloth, you can avoid some crumbs and some little specks of dirt and little, yeah, but when it comes to the glass mouse pad, it's just such a flat and hard surface that any interruption is just gonna mess up your gameplay. And that's why I don't like it, especially if you're moving a lot. Something may just, I don't know, flip off your shirt, or something might just, I don't know, something could happen, and like, it'd be the tiniest little thing that'll affect the gameplay of the glass mouse pad. So that's one thing. So if you're gonna eat or smoke at your setup, try to keep it on the other side, but even then, it's still gonna find its way over there. But those are the cons. But the pros about it are that the shit is fucking easy to clean. It's way easier than a mouse pad. You know, mouse pads over time, they build up dirt, build up grime. If you smoke, you know, smoke sticks to things. So after a while, you're gonna have to throw your mouse pad in the washer, and then, you know, after also many times of washing that mouse pad, it's not gonna be the same as when you first bought it. But when you get a glass mouse pad, all it takes is a little bit of Windex, bang, and it's clean. It's not gonna be the same as when you bought it either, but it's still gonna have that same consistency forever of just how it is, of that matte finish being solid. Like when, you know, when you throw a mouse pad in the washer, it gets all those wrinkles, and then like now you gotta like flatten it out with something for a couple hours. Yeah, nobody wants to deal with that. With the glass mouse pad, literally some Windex, bang bang, wipe it down, get back to playing. No way having to wait for it to dry, no, none of that. So I'd say that's one of the pros about it. Depending on the size mouse pad you get, I'd say, like, say if you're going for games with tracking like Halo and Apex, I'd say get the bigger XL one, because you don't want to run out of mouse pad. That's exactly why I got a bigger version of the Sky Pad. It's not the Sky Pad, but it looks like a fucking Sky Pad. But anyways, that's why I got the bigger version, because I'd be playing the game, and you know, mind you, my ADS sense is a little bit lower than my hip fire sense. So when I'm ADS, and you know, I might be tracking a person, and by the time I finish tracking them, my mouse is halfway off the mouse pad, about to fall off, and then I have to recenter to the middle. That's one thing that gets aggravating about having a smaller Sky Pad. But like I said, it all depends on the game that you want. Now, if you're playing something like Valorant, CSGO, where it's not one of those things where it's like movement based or anything, it's just more of just aim, turning, fucking walk all day, then you'd probably want to go for the smaller glass mouse pad, or the smaller Sky Pad or Cyrillac mouse pad, because it's not much. Or if you have a smaller desk, go with the smaller one. So it all just depends on like your preference, your area size, and all the games that you play. But yes, that is another thing. I don't even know if that was a pro or a fucking con. I'd say like just the quality build of the mouse pad overall is probably like another pro. Like you don't ever have to worry about the mouse pad wrinkling up. It's fucking glass, obviously it's not gonna wrinkle, but you know, if you have a cloth mouse pad, you don't have to worry about it wrinkling up. It has rubber bottoms, so people might think, oh, that shit's gonna slide everywhere while I'm playing. No, it literally has rubber bottoms that, like, it's gonna take a little bit of strength to just actually like slide it an inch up your desk. Like I literally have to pick it up and place it back down again just to move it. Like that, you can't even push it. That's one thing I love about it. So like if you're a rough gamer, you know, like you're flicking, flick, up, down, flick, you're one of those gamers, it's perfect for you because it's not going nowhere. The shit's hard to break. Like I think they even have videos of people literally trying to drop it and break it, and it just wouldn't break. I think you break your mouse before you actually break your mouse pad. So I'd say that's another pro. I don't know if I said it, but I'd probably just say like the smoothness of it. That's probably be the last, like just the smoothness of it. It will forever be beautiful. Like compared to a cloth mouse pad, only thing I like about the cloth mouse pad is like for flicking, you get a little bit more resistance when you flick. But with the glass mouse pad, the flick is just like butter. Like the flick happens so fast, like you'd be like, damn, I actually flicked over to him and you didn't even notice. Like with the, like you might have to put a little bit more strength when you use a cloth one, but with the glass one, it's just like instant. And then when you learn how to get used to it without having to micro adjust, it's like you're just gonna be zip, like that's how fucking, it's just so fucking smooth. And that's one thing I appreciate about it. Like, cause I'm like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm more of a wrist player. Like you have people that like aim with their arm, and then you have people that aim with their wrist. I'm a person that like, I aim like this. It's probably why I lose a lot and get fucking mad, but it feels more uncomfortable playing like this. I don't know why. So yeah, that's just one thing I appreciated about it, is how slippery it is. But like I said, once you get the mouse pad, honestly, it's not, I wouldn't say it's gonna make you a pro instantly, but it will improve your gameplay over time. I'd say give it like a month into using it, a month and a half, and I guarantee you're gonna see big differences in just like how you play. And mind you, this is not the only brand glass mouse pads. These are just the two that I have. You still have a Pulsar glass mouse pad. I think they have I don't know if it's called Super Glide. I forget what the damn thing is called. Glass mouse pad. So that's the Pulsar one. So yeah, it's like 3 different brands of glass mouse pads. They have a couple different ones, but yeah. So honestly, if you have the money, I'd say go pay the $120. Well, right now I think they're actually on sale for the XL version of the Sky Pad is $120. but they're on sale for like $60 right now. I'd say get one. And then mind you, the normal size one is probably on sale for like 20, 30, $40, and this is normally like $60. So yeah, honestly, I'd say go. If you have the extra money just laying around and you feel like you want to improve your game a little bit better, I'd say go with the mouse pad, bro, the glass mouse pad. But honestly, you still could do a lot of damage. Cloth mouse pad has never hurt anybody. That's what we all started out with. And I feel like it's all about your preference. So if you're comfortable with the cloth mouse pad and you've tried one and you're like, yeah, I don't think I could get used to it, then stick with it. It's nothing wrong with it. Like, everybody has their preference. But honestly, with mouse pads also, I've always hated that they came in like a rectangular form. Like, cause I was always the type, like, when I look up, I like, my sensitivity to look up is always like fucking low. So sometimes, like, I might go off the mouse pad, and I never liked that rectangular form. I've always liked that square form, like how to play it. I don't know, it's just weird. That's really honestly it. So if you got the money, go get that motherfucker. If you don't, stick with that cloth, because there's really nothing wrong with the cloth mouse pad. Honestly, this is just more for if you want to be like getting like an advantage over your teammates. I'd say that's why you'd go and get the cloth mouse pad. Or if you want to improve your game, improve your flicking, improve your tracking, go with the glass mouse pad. But if you're just a casual player, you just came from work, just came from school, you just hop on to have fun with your friends, there's no need to go spend $70, $80, $120 on one of these, because it's still going to take time for you to get used to and for you to actually like learn the advantages and the like, this shit will show you how trash you are at a game, though. I'm not even lying to you, bro. This shit will show you how ass you're at. Just like when I said about the micro adjustments and how like you don't want to have to do that all the time, this shit will show you how much you fucking have to micro adjust, and that's where it's gonna take time for you to learn. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, man. You guys leave a like, subscribe, and let me know if y'all want me to do more reviews. I can do more reviews now. That shit, it ain't no problem now. Come on now. But now, let me know if y'all want to see more reviews on stuff, and yeah, catch y'all.
Glock in the case, I don't ever complain, cause I'm making it away and I'm still getting paid. Keep my mind on the chase, keep my mind on relate, but let's see they lace. Smelling like Baccarat, white tea, all on my ass make a faint. Sliding that alley, that motherfucker built with a Lantern engine all up in the bay. Bad fire ass, she came out the bay. Straight to the top, I ain't made it yet, but the young nigga came a long way. Red seats in that truck with that motherfucker pink, so yeah, that's all on the way. Fancy sliding that motherfucker big body calling and all in the way. F in the mob all on the way.